a retired Special Forces, U.S. Army Special Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Aguiar on BBC News. I don't know why BBC gets this. Maybe U.S. Media not so interested.
I wouldn't trust the Times.
Here it is.
Forces shooting at the crowds of Palestinians. I witnessed the Israeli Defense Forces firing a main gun tank round from the Merkava tank.
I tell you that when Donald Trump talks about the $60 million, he is talking about this Gaza, what is it, Foundation Force, the GFF?
Humanitarian Foundation.
Force, GHF. He participated in this. Go ahead.
Forces shooting at the crowds of Palestinians. I witnessed the Israeli Defense Forces firing a main gun tank round from the Merkava tank into a crowd of people, destroying a car of civilians that were simply driving away from the site. I witnessed mortar rounds being fired at the crowds of people to keep them controlled.
As a professional soldier with a very long career, what was your professional opinion of what was happening?
My professional opinion of how the sites were established was what I would describe as amateur, inexperienced, untrained, no idea of how to conduct operations of this magnitude. That would be my most benign assessment. In my most frank assessment, I would say that they're criminal. In my entire career, have I never witnessed the level of brutality and use of indiscriminate and unnecessary force against a civilian population, an unarmed, starving population. I've never witnessed that in all of the places I've been deployed to war until I was in Gaza at the hands of the IDF and U.S. contractors.
Based on the knowledge you have, do you think that you were a witness then to war crimes? I think you're saying that very emphatically.
Without question, I witnessed war crimes. I witnessed war crimes being held by the Israeli Defense Forces, without a doubt, using artillery rounds, mortar rounds, firing tank rounds into unarmed civilians is a war crime.
This video is of the Foundation's armed American security guards opening fire.
I think you hit one.
It was filmed by a U.S. soldier who signed up for the operation in Gaza after he retired and left, he says, when he saw American colleagues and the IDF killing civilians. The soldier is Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Aguilar, a Special Forces veteran of the U.S. Army's Green Berets.
There you go.
I mean, maybe if he had just spent 10% of his time talking about Hamas, there wouldn't be so many war crimes committed there.
Trump talking about how much money we gave to Palestinian food aid and they don't even say thank you or whatever. Like, maybe you could save some money a different way and not send bomb after endless amounts of military aid to Israel. Like, he does this, he's such a liar, obviously, but he does this dance of like, well, we're providing them, this is Israel's problem, but we're trying to help them out by providing them aid. It's like, Israel is not independent of the United States. There are U.S. contractors and the IDF working in conjunction. The United States provides billions and billions and billions of dollars to aid to Israel. If Trump is concerned about being taken advantage of, as he says, then maybe do a rescissions package on that. But of course, that's not the case.
It's nice of Obama to finally get involved too. He said on Twitter that, look, the hostages need to come back, but this isn't acceptable. And this whole thing about the hostages, Jonathan Pollard, a Zionist extremist who Obama pardoned to allow it to go back to Israel, said on November of 2023 that Israel should have arrested the families of Israeli hostages taken by Hamas to prevent them from interfering in Israel's war plans. Does that ever get talked about? Or do we still talk about, oh yeah, it's the hostages? Hostages, the concern for the hostages is a lie. And it has always been a lie. And it has been, verbally contradicted by Zionists this entire goddamn time. And it's still the President of the United States, is a former President of the United States saying, look, the hostages. It's a lie. And he is continuing to spread a lie.
Our speculation about why figures like Obama are speaking out now are probably, unfortunately, accurate in the sense that he'll throw that lip service there, but this is a way to kind of head off what we're about to learn.
Yep. And everybody, it's CYA for a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's CYA for a bunch of people. That's
Obama sold his soul on some of this stuff, and he knows better. Before he was in office, he was having dinner with Edward Said and going to lunches that were talking about Palestinian rights. And to Obama's credit, I will say that, like, his foreign policy in the end, he did take on the Israel lobby with the Iran deal and the JCPOA, and we've seen how belligerent they've been about that altogether. But yeah, the whole Democratic establishment needs to purge these AIPAC-funded Democrats from the party if we want to actually have a blue wave in the midterms, which, like, initial polling, despite how unpopular Donald Trump is, we're not seeing the Democrats at the same level of, like, enthusiasm as we saw in Trump 1.0 at this point before the midterm cycle in 2018.
Hey, for weeks, all we've heard is how Trump's big, beautiful bill will cut Medicaid. But almost no one's reporting on a buried provision that would make Trump untouchable. Go to ground.news/majority to see how this bill would block judges from enforcing court orders unless you, the citizen, post a bond first. Highly credible sources warn most people can't actually afford to do this, and that's pretty obvious. So if this bill passes and Trump violates the law, it wouldn't even matter, and nobody even knows, which means the GOP's flood the zone strategy is working, and it's why I think Ground News is the best tool to expose these blind spots before it's too late. My partners built the only app and website pulling in news from across the globe, then breaking down each source's bias, credibility, and the news the right tries to bury. And considering most people take the first article they see online as fact, their browser extension is essential. What it does is it flags the source's bias and links other credible reports to verify the information. Ground News is a better version of how we're already staying informed. So I got you 40% off the same unlimited access Vantage plan that I've been using. That's just $5 a month when you go to ground.news/majority, scan my QR code, or redeem the code majority if you're using the app. With at least another 4 years of this, they're counting on you to be distracted. This app is how you stay focused. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.